Welcome back. In 1987, President Ronald Reagan declared March as Developmental Disability Awareness Month. That was at a time when such ideas as accessibility and inclusion were still not widely accepted. Now, at the same time, Adelante was working to make these ideas mainstream through their programs for individuals with developmental disabilities. We spoke with Adelante VP of Marketing, Jill Beets, about Developmental Disabilities Awareness Month and how Adelante is supporting those here in the community.
Joining us this morning, we have Jill Beets with Adelante. Good morning.
Good morning, Crystal. Thanks for having us on.
Absolutely, Jill. Thank you so much for joining us. A very important conversation that we're having this morning. So March has been declared, or had been declared back in 1987, as Developmental Disability Awareness Month. So let's start there with how important is it to have an entire month dedicated to this cause, but how important is it for Adelante?
Right, so obviously developmental disabilities are near and dear to Adelante's hearts. How we started here in Albuquerque in 1978, so even before this happened. When we started, and even when this month was first declared, most people with disabilities lived in institutions, right? So it was really important to let people know what was happening to them and what was going on. But today, it's still just as important because multiple studies have shown that people with disabilities are still largely left out of the workforce. Only about 19% of working age adults with people with disabilities or with developmental disabilities are taking part in the workforce. And people are less likely to have friendships, to be part of clubs, to be part of sports teams. And people need to be included. You know, we're all better off when our situations are diverse and our community is strong and they're a big part of our community.
Absolutely. For folks who have not heard about Adelante, tell me exactly what you guys do.
Right, so Adelante is a local nonprofit agency. We were founded here in Albuquerque back in 1978, 43 years ago. And we started off with just 6 clients, and they were all men with autism, which is a developmental disability. And we expanded to more people with developmental disabilities. Today, we support up to 80,000 people a year, and it includes people with disabilities and seniors and just people with disadvantages. Just any way we can help people, usually we figure out a way to do it.
You know what's interesting about your organization is that it's not just helping. It's not just reaching out and saying hi. You guys actually help them even get a job, which I think is huge. So let's talk about that aspect about Adelante.
Right, so our preference and priority is to get people jobs at local businesses in the community. We love it when businesses are willing to work with us and hire people. So we're one of the first organizations to do that in New Mexico. We're still the largest organization doing that for people with disabilities. In addition, we run 7 businesses ourselves that employ people with disabilities, because even though our preference is to get people jobs out in the community, we still want to, show people that we want to be like a demonstration site that shows people with disabilities can be real successful in the workforce.
For our viewers at home who are thinking, I know somebody who could benefit from Adelante, how can they get more details about joining the program?
Right, so there's a couple of different ways. Number one, they can look and see what programs are available on our website, which is www.goadelante.org. And that's a strange word to spell, but Adelante is the Spanish word for forward, so that would help them. And in addition, they can email us at exploreprograms@goadelante.org.
Okay, now I know we have a lot of generous viewers that watch our program often, and we do have some business owners that watch us often. So how can they get involved, or how can the everyday person get involved to help out?
Well, the everyday person can just think about people with developmental disabilities, offer their friendships, ask them to be part of clubs or sports teams, make people welcome if they show up. If you own a business or you're in a position to hire somebody, consider hiring somebody with a disability. If you run any kind of business, or even if your regular Joe, like say you need to scan or shred your tax documents, bring them to Adelante and we'll do that. And then the other thing is that we are doing a fundraising campaign, of course, having to do, like all nonprofits, we need funding, and we are doing a specific campaign for Developmental Disabilities Awareness Month. So they can also give to that on our website, goadelante.org, and they just click on donate.
Perfect. Jill, I know you guys are doing great things over there. Thank you once more for joining us this morning.
Thank you.